Hello everyone. So let us start with the next topic of the chapter number second, work done by constant force that we are going to discuss here. In details, if you look at the short recap, what we have seen up till now, then we have tried to analyze work done. Then we try to analyze what is the relation between work and energy. And after that, we have discussed a work energy theory. Now, up till this point, we have discussed just work, and in this work, we have considered there is some force in nature. If you look at some forces, then some forces are varying with respect to time. Like you can consider force in a spring that can be varied with respect to time. If you consider spring, and if you compress a spring, then amount of compression will decide how much will be the force there. So we can consider that is the varying force. Now we are going to discuss a work done by constant force. So in a constant force, if you look at the some applications in the nature, then for those applications, for those examples, we have to apply some constant force. So what is the constant force? A force whose magnitude is remain constant with respect to time. Magnitude of force does not change with respect to time. So we can consider that is a constant force. You can consider example like we are having some basket, we are having some block, we are having some suitcase, and you are trying to pull it. If you wanted to pull it, then you have to apply some force on it. Like an example shown in the diagram, we are having one person here, one lady, and that lady is trying to pull that suitcase, and that suitcase is in the direction of displacement. If you look at the applied force, then applied force is not in the direction of displacement, but it has some angle. That theta is shown here. So theta is the angle in between force and displacement. So here, if you look at the force, then we know work done is defined as force into displacement. That we have already discussed definition of work done. That work done is defined as a dot product of force and displacement. Now we are going to discuss what will happen if you are having a constant force. So if you consider some block as shown in the diagram, and if you apply some force in the direction or with the angle theta, and this is the direction of displacement. So we will consider this is the S, this is a F, and this angle is a theta. So this is shown in the diagram also. Here we are having F in the X in the direction of displacement. F has an angle with respect to this displacement as a theta. Then we can say that here force has a two components. As we know, force is a vector quantity. So we can have two components of the vector force F, and those components will be Fx and Fy. If you consider Fx, then Fx will be a x component of the force along the x direction. So in this diagram, we will realize that this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So I can consider that the Fx will be the component of force Fx, and Fy will be the component of force along the y direction. We can determine those values, and for the determination of that, we have already seen how to determine this x component of force and y component of force. So I can directly write down this. So I can write down Fx is equals to F multiplied with cos of theta, and Fy will be equals to F multiplied with sin of theta. If we have these two components, then according to the definition of work done, we have seen that W is equals to F dot S. In the given case, we are having two different components of force, Fx and Fy. This means that we should have two components of work done also, work done along the vertical direction or work done along the y-axis, and work done along the x-axis. So if you just look at this formula, if you just look at the diagram and you try to plug a value of work done, then we can find out work done along y-axis as Fy dotted with S. Second, work done along x-axis will be Fx dotted with S. Now let us look at the Wy and Wx independently. If I look at the Wy, and if I just look at the formula, W is equals to F dot S, and this is nothing equals to Fs cos of theta. And now if I just look at the angle theta, then angle in between this y component of force Fy and displacement, then this angle will be 90 degrees. So if we have this angle theta is equal to 90 degrees, this means that work done along this y-axis will be Fy S cos of 90. Can anyone tell me what is the value of cos of 90? What is the value of cos of 90?
1.
0. 0.
किती 1 का 0?
0.
0 is sir.
So if cos of 90 is 0, this means that this term will be 0, and 0 multiplied with any term will be gives us 0. So this means that there would not be any work done along the y direction. Only work done will be there, and that work done is in the direction of displacement or in the direction of along the x-axis. And we know that this is your displacement direction. This is your direction of that Fx S. So I can write down this Fx dot S as Fx S cos of theta. And can anyone tell me now what will be the angle in between Fx and S?
0.
It should be 0. If it is 0, this means that this value will be Sanga cos of 0 किती असतं मग?
1. 1.
Cos of 0 is 1. So this means that I can write down Fx S cos of 0 is equals to Fx S only. And if I now look at the value of Fx, then I have already written down the value of Fx. Value of Fx is what? F cos of theta. Am I correct? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this means that this work done along x-axis will be equals to Fxs, which is equals to sorry, Fs cos of theta. So work done along x-axis will be Fs cos of theta, and work done along the y-axis will be 0. So this gives us that if you are having some force with some angle, then there would not be any work done along the vertical direction, and there will be only work done along the horizontal direction, because you have applied some force in the some specific angle. So where will be the displacement? In that direction only we have to consider force. If our force is not in that direction, then we have to determine a component of force along the direction of displacement. Did you get it what I have discussed here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I have just shown here that work done is equals to Fs cos of theta. Now if I consider that applied force is having angle theta is equal to 0, then we can write down work done is equal to only Fs, and if this theta is 90, then work done will be 0. That we have discussed here. Now let us go ahead and try to discuss some factors which will define or which will decide a value of work done. So let us look at what are the factors which will decide a work done value. We have written down the formula for work done, and according to the formula we are having work done is equals to F dot S. Work done is equals to F bar dotted with S bar, and which is equals to Fs cos of theta. If we are having this formula Fs cos of theta as a work done, then I can change any value. I can change force, I can decide displacement, I can decide an angle, and this will change a value of work done. If I consider initially I am having S as a constant value, let us consider S as a 1 meter, theta as a 0, and I am going to vary a value of force. Initially I will take F is equals to 1 Newton. So what I can say, S is equals to 1 meter. For example, S is equals to 1 meter, theta is equal to 0. So work done will be F into 1 meter and cos of 0, which is equals to F multiplied with 1 meter. So value of F will decide what will be the value of work done. If I change value of force, then there would be change in the value of work done. If I consider force is 10 Newton, then my work done will be 10 joules. If I consider force is a 20 Newton, then work done will be 20 joules. If I increase the value of force or decrease the value of force, accordingly that there will be change in the work done. So we can say first component which will decide a work done value, and that component will be force. So first component is force, and we can say a value of work done is directly proportional to the applied force. If you increase the force, then there will be increase in the value of work done. If you decrease the force, then you will observe that there is a decrease in the value of work done. So similarly, I can consider second component as displacement. And what it gives us? If you look at a displacement, if you vary displacement and if you try to keep your force value and theta value as constant, then you will change a value of work. Means you can consider you are having some object where you are applying 10 Newton of force, and if you wanted to displace it by 1 meter, then you can say there we have to do work done of the value of 10 joules. If you consider that same object you wanted to move by the displacement of 2 meters, then that work done will be 20 joules. If you wanted to move it by 3 meters, then that work done will be 30 joules. So based on a value of displacement also, based on the magnitude of displacement, your value of work done can be changed. Did you get it? What are the two components we are having? Here we have discussed first force and second is a displacement. Did you get it? ये दोनों component क्या रहेगा?
Yes, sir.
We are having third component. If you look at the formula, then in a formula we are having cos of theta. So cos of theta is a trigonometric function, and it will also decide amount of work done. It will also decide amount of work done. So we know cos of theta can vary from -1 to 1 values. Can you tell me at which angle we are having -1 as a cos of theta? किती असतं सांगा.
270. 180 degree.
180 डिग्रीला 0 असणार आहे.
-1 ना सर.
हा
180 ला -1 ना.
180 ला -1 येईल. एक मिनिट फक्त जस्ट लेट मी चेक. आय थिंक just a minute, let me check once. I think it should be 0 at 180 degrees. Yes, yes. This value is yes. At 360 again we will get a 0 degree. So 90, 180, 270, 360. Yes. Something went wrong. Okay, let it be. So we know that a cost value is varied from -1 to 1. So here we are having 1 and here we are having -1. So cost value will be varied in between this range, -1 to +1. This means that depend upon angle in between applied force and direction of displacement, we can observe a change in the value of work, magnitude of work. So angle between the applied force and direction of displacement will decide amount of work. So hope all of you got these three factors which will decide this value of work. Did you get it? What are the three components we are having? ये तीनों component कळाले का? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us look at the nature of work. We have seen that we are having a positive work and negative work. We have discussed this. बरोबर आहे का? We have seen when we are having positive work, when we are having negative work, that we have discussed. So depend upon a value or direction of the force and displacement, we can have a positive work and negative. If you consider, let us consider this is a direction of displacement S, and we know that this angle is theta there. This is a direction of force. Now if I consider W is equals to Fs cos of theta, I know this formula, and when theta is acute, that is value of theta is less than 90 degrees. So let us draw first this graph. Here is our 90. So when value of theta is less than 90 degrees, when value of theta is less than 90 degrees, then cos of theta will be positive term. बरोबर आहे का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This means that when theta is acute, then cos of theta, or let us consider this diagram. In the diagram, we are having this x-axis, this is y-axis. So angle in between these two things. So this is 90. When theta is acute, at that time your work done will be positive. So when theta is less than 90 degrees, when theta is less than 90 degrees, then your work done will be positive. And if I consider now theta is equals to 90, if I consider a direction of force, if I consider direction of force and displacement is equals to 90 degrees, when theta is 90 degrees, when theta is 90 degrees, then can you tell me what is the value of work done? What will the value of work done when theta is 0?
0.
Theta is 90.
0.
Work done will be 0 because cos of 90 is 0. So we are having work done value will be 0 when theta is equals to 90. And now if I consider theta is obtuse, if theta is obtuse, or we can say theta is greater than 90. If theta is greater than 90, then what will the value of work done?
Negative.
It should be negative. Why? Because cos of theta, when theta is greater than 90, then that value will be negative value, which will be varied from this line up to -1. So below this line we are having negative values. So we can say work done will be negative here. Did you get it? What are the three possibilities of the work done? We are having positive work, we are having negative work, we are having 0 work. And these values are depend upon the direction of force and displacement. If I consider this theta is greater than 90, this means that your force value should be in this direction. बरोबर आहे का? Theta 1, 90 and theta 2. If theta 2 is a greater than 90, then your direction of displacement will be having some angle theta 2 or which is greater than 90 with respect to displacement. So we can say at that time your work done will be negative. Look at you. What we have seen, our displacement is in this direction and force applied is in this direction. So when work done is negative, at that time your theta should be greater than 90. If theta is less than 90, then your work done will be positive. And when theta is equals to 90, then your work done will be 0. Class 7 now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now let us look at the examples of positive. If you consider some ball is falling from height h under gravitational force, then what will the angle in between this applied force and displacement? Can you tell me?
0.
It should be 0. When it is 0, this means that your force value, sorry, your work done value will be positive. बरोबर आहे का?
0.
वर्क डन पॉझिटिव्ह असेल ना त्यावेळेला जेव्हा थीटा 0 असेल at that time cos of 0 is 1, so work done will be positive.
Positive.
Now if I consider another example, like one lady is there and who is pulling a cart at an angle 30 degrees, then cos of 30 is again a positive value, so we can say at that time also your work done is a positive work. बरोबर आहे का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us look at some examples of negative work. In the negative work, you will realize that here I have shown you two photographs. In one photograph, we have seen that there is one body and which is sliding over a frictionless surface. So what we are considering, that we are having one body, we are having one block, and that block is sliding over a frictional surface. Then there would be some frictional force which is opposite in the direction of displacement. Here you will realize that here we are having this force is in the backward direction and displacement is in this direction. बरोबर आहे का? So angle in between frictional force and displacement will be 180. So Fs cos of 180 will be minus Fs. Did you get it? So work done by the frictional force will be negative force, a negative work done. बरोबर आहे का? Example कळालं का?
No, sir.
Okay. Now let us look at the another example, like showing the diagram. There is one goalkeeper who trying to catches the ball which is coming towards him by applying force. When some goalkeeper is there, and when someone kick that football, and football is coming towards the goalkeeper. So what he have to do? He have to apply some force on the football. Then and then only he can stop the football. But in this case, when he is trying to just apply the force on the football and that force direction is in the forward direction, at that time football is basically pushing his hand in the backward direction. So applied force is in the forward direction and displacement of ball is in the backward direction or towards the goalkeeper. So this can be considered as an example of negative work. Here direction of applied force is in the forward direction and direction of that displacement of a ball is in the or it is towards the goalkeeper. Did you get it? This example?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will consider example of zero work done. You can consider example like shown in the diagram. We are having one person who is trying to take some basket in his hand and trying to displace it from one position to another position. In that case, if you consider work done by gravitational force is in the downward direction. He is trying to take this and go in the forward direction. So displacement is along the x-axis and magnitude of force or force due to gravity is in the downward direction. So when force is in the downward direction and displacement is in the along the x-axis, then angle in between displacement and force will be 90. And when the angle in between displacement and force is 90, at that time work done will be सांगा किती असणार आहे?
0.
It should be a 0. बरोबर आहे का? When body moves on a horizontal direction, then the gravitational force does no work done on the body. You can consider another example like some circular force or circular motion. In a circular motion, we are having centripetal force. Centripetal force is towards the origin or towards the center of the circle. If you consider some boy is there and who is whirling some stone using the string, then a centripetal force is coming towards his hand because this is at the center. So centripetal force is towards the hand and displacement of that ball or displacement of that stone is perpendicular to the circumference of that motion. So we can say at that time also angle in between centripetal force and displacement is a 90 degree. When the theta is 90, at that time your work done value will be 0. बरोबर आहे का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now consider third example. Like some person is there and who is trying to apply some force on the rigid ball. When he is trying to apply some force on the rigid ball, then he is applying some force is in the forward direction. Look at here. I am going to apply the force on this ball. Is it possible for me to push this ball in the forward direction?
No, sir.
No.
No. So when displacement is 0, at that time also your work done will be 0. Look at it. I am applying a force, so I am applying some force with some magnitude. I am applying some force with 10 Newton, 20 Newton of force, but I am not able to push this wall in the forward direction. At that time, there is no displacement. So when there is no displacement, this means that your work done value will be 0. In this case, I am applying force, but no displacement, hence work done is 0. So work done will be 0 in two different cases. When angle in between force and displacement is a 90 or displacement value is a 0. So in the two cases, you will observe that your value of work done will be 0. सांगा कोणकोणत्या दोन केस मध्ये वर्क डन व्हॅल्यू 0 असणार आहे?
If angle between work done and displacement is 90 degree and the value of displacement will be 0, in both cases work done will be 0.
परत सांगा एकदा. Repeat again, once again.
Displacement is 0 and angle is 0.
when angle in between applied force and displacement is 0. लक्षात ठेवा, फक्त अँगल नाही म्हणायचं. अँगल कोणता? अँगल इन बिटवीन अप्लाइड फोर्स अँड द डिस्प्लेसमेंट is 90. It's not 0. When angle in between applied force and displacement is 90 degrees, then your value of work done will be 0. Or when displacement is 0, at that time also work done is 0. कळालं का? कधी कधी वर्क डन 0 असणार आहे.
Yes, sir.
आता दोघांनी मला उत्तर सांगितले. एकाने सांगितलं अँगल इन बिटवीन वर्क डन अँड डिस्प्लेसमेंट. अँगल इन बिटवीन काय असणार आहे? फोर्स
Applied and displacement.
आणि दुसऱ्या केस मध्ये काय असणार आहे?
Displacement will be 0.
Displacement is 0. So angle in between force and displacement is 90 or displacement is 0. At that time your work done will be 0. कळालं सर्वांना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us look at the angle and work done relation. Here I have given some relations. When theta is 0, at that time cos of theta is 1. So we can say that our work done is positive and it will be a maximum value. So at theta is equal to 0 degrees, cos of theta is 1. So we can say a value of work done, magnitude of work done will be positive and that magnitude will be a maximum magnitude. Okay, did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us look at the value of theta is acute. When value of theta is acute or theta is in between 0 to 90, not equals to नाही सांगितलेलं, in between 0 to 90. मग 0 आणि 90 हे दोन्ही पोर्शन काढून टाकलेत आणि त्याच्यामध्ये जे काही अँगल असेल त्या अँगलला what will happen cos of theta? Cos of theta will vary from 0 to 1. बरोबर आहे का? पहा इथे when cos of theta is greater than 0 and less than 90, then your value of cos of theta will be varied from 0 to 1.
0 to 1.
This means that at this condition, that 0 to 90 degree theta, your value of work done will be
Positive.
If you consider theta is equals to 90 degrees at a right angle, this means that a force and displacement both are having a theta as a 90, then your value of work done will be 0. If I consider theta is in between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, if I consider theta is in between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, then cos of theta will be varied from -1 to 0. बरोबर आहे का?
Yes, sir.
मग या केस मध्ये 0 आणि -1 यांच्यामध्ये सगळे टर्म्स कोणते असतात? निगेटिव्ह टर्म्स असतात. 0 पॉइंट म्हणजे -0.01 -0.002 असं जे काही टर्म्स आहेत ते निगेटिव्ह असणार आहेत. सो दिस मीन्स दॅट युअर व्हॅल्यू ऑफ वर्क डन विल बी निगेटिव्ह. कळालं का?
Yes, sir.
And theta is equals to 180 degree असताना काय असेल मग?
-1.
-1 in our cos of theta ची व्हॅल्यू. When cos of theta is -1, at that time your work done will be -fs.
Negative.
And this will be a negatively maximum work. कळालं का? Negatively maximum म्हणजे थोडक्यात मिनिमम म्हणता येईल आपल्याला. म्हणजे थोडक्यात मी काय म्हणू शकतो, जर theta is equals to 0 असेल, in that case your work done value will be fs, and when theta equals to 180 degree असणार आहे, at that case
Minus
the value
fs.
of work done will be -fs. So if it is a maximum, then it is also a maximum, but it is a positively maximum and it is a negatively maximum, or we can consider it's a maximum value fs and it's a minimum value. निगेटिव्ह मॅक्सिमम म्हणजे काय? मिनिमम व्हॅल्यू. बरोबर ना? निगेटिव्हली मॅक्सिमम म्हणजे काय असतं? maximum value. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the today's lecture, we have discussed work done by constant force. At that time, we have observed we are having no work done along the y-axis. So value of work done along the y-axis will be 0, and value of work done along the x-axis will be Fs cos of theta. We have shown on the blackboard also. Then we have analyzed some of the factors which will decide value of work done, and that factors are force, displacement, and theta. Then depend upon theta, we have seen some values of work done when theta is less than 90. When theta is acute, at that time your value of work done will be positive. When theta is greater than 90, then your work done will be negative. When theta is equal to 90, then your work done will be 0. Then we have discussed some of the examples of positive work, negative work, and zero work. We have discussed that the zero work is possible when your angle in between applied force and displacement is a 90, or your displacement is a 0. Then and then only you can have a zero work done. Then we have discussed angle and work done relation. We have observed that when theta is 0, then your work done is a positive and maximum. When theta is 180, then your work done is negative and maximum value. Maximum magnitude one can say. Okay, so in the next lecture, we will discuss work done by varying force. Hope all of you know we are having in some of the cases our work done value is, our applied force is a varying with respect to time. You can consider example of spring. You can consider example of rocket motion. You can consider example of some ball which is connected to the some elastic string. So these are some examples of varying force. This we will discuss in the next lecture. Okay. So do you have any doubt regarding today's lecture?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So we will stop here.
Thank you, sir.
Just